Yep, there it goes. Alright. Just one thing really quick. Okie dokie. Alright, everything is set up now. Okay, even better. Let's get back to things. You can use a skip word and fast service to text your file. Okay, but I don't care. Yeah, the one text box I've already read. So, who do I want to show my poem to first? Because last time stuff happened, part of literature club now. We all had to write poems, blah blah blah. Alright, I've got my water right there just in case. So now, the question is, should I show it to the best friend from next door, the token tsundere, the shy one with the regal beauty, or the club leader? I mean, you know what? Yeah, let's go with the one that's the shy beauty. Because why not? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Because she's also into reading a lot. Also shops at the Ellipses factory, I see. Yuri stares at the poem. Also, I need to remember all the voices I gave all the characters. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. She's something of a shy wallflower. I'm not. Alright, blah blah. Yeah, that's just Twitch's tweeters and stuff and whatnot. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. I mean, was it really so hard to tell, considering that when asked what literature we were into when we first got here, our answer was manga. Because of course it was. Yeah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. This is true. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Not untrue. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I'd be shocked if people didn't learn how to pick up on them. Regardless. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. True, and also true what she's saying about writing. Like, just write, people. Stop trying to worry about style when you're first starting out. It just leads to a lot of purple prose, and nobody likes that. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. This is her area of expertise, after all. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. I just look at frickin' haikus. It's a comparatively simple form of verse, but there's a lot of nuance within. Says someone who knows little to nothing about poetry and who's barely even studied it. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. That's good. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Jeez. If she were any more of a wallflower, we'd have to water her every day. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Something you'll learn about writers, people, is that we really love to talk about our process of writing and stuff. Though it's kind of hard when not a lot of people who read our stuff are also writers themselves and don't really appreciate the finer details, just the end product. Again, tons of not-professional amateur writing under my belt, so I totally know this. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, but you've seen how drastically different... You've seen how drastically different the people in this club are. Anywho, what's this poem? Ghosts under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the hue of the future. Bleh. Need to get into reading and public speaking a little bit. Probably help a lot. Need to start doing exercises as well. I bathe, calm, breathing in the air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Dissect that one, poetry nerds! I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. Well, it was a bit difficult to read it properly, especially being used to the block text. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Dude, that is not script writing. Oh, script as in the handwriting. Oh. I dumb. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Well, it's probably better than ours is. That's no relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. Yeah, it's one word to describe it. Then again, I'm a bit fickle when it comes to what I find enjoyable or not. It wasn't too short. You live in Japan! How have you not learned how to write haikus yet? I usually write longer poems. And, like, haikus are considered some of the most beautiful poetry ever, outside of the like collection of the 100 poems, which are longer than haikus, but still not all that long. I mean, comparatively, that's a freaking novel. Also, check out Chihaya Furu. It's a good show. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, the layman. Really? I must have totally missed the point. No, duh! I mean, I at least picked up on the fact that... whatever. Continuing. Want to actually get through a lot of this. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences, or poets express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. So, who should I show it to next? You know what? Heck with it. Let's just show it to Natsuki. Let's get the tsundere out of the way first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. She's a tsundere. What do you expect, dude? Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So, basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. You want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Jeez, the freaking tsundere. Alright, this is a lot more legible out the gate. Eagles Can Fly by Natsuki. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, I like that a lot better. Not only because I could immediately find the meter, but just I like the punchline of it not rhyming at the end. Like, a lot of people should learn how to do that more. I mean, simplistic in subject, but its beauty lies in what lies beneath the surface. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I mean, me and the protagonist both agree on this point for once. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? You're just parodying what Natsuki told you. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Again, that's kind of what I was picking up on, too. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things that can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand that. Or that I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Again! Wordplay is key, people. It doesn't all need to be just flowery and stuff. I should really be just doing instructional vlogs on writing. Let's see if I don't. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. That's brilliant! There's some band recently, 21 Pilots, that's who it was. That one 21 Pilots song that you're thinking of, that I know you all are thinking of, that I can't remember the name of. They did that too in one of their verses. Two beautiful effects there. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Also, she's the youngest. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, yeah, let's just show it to Club Leader next, why not? We'll save Best Friend Next Door for the last. Also, because gotta get back into the feeling of voicing this particular character. Hi, the layman. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything... Hang on. Whatever. Okay, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, the layman. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Huh? Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. As was illustrated in the last part, go check out that video on my YouTubes. And if you're already watching this on YouTube, then ignore the redundancy. Just go watch the last video. I'll put it in the end slate. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? I mean, never judge a book by its cover. Literary reference. Heyo. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else should be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. Or might be a little biased. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, let's see what she's written. Hole in the Wall. By Monica. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle produces. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, that's interesting. We won't bother dissecting the theory of this because I'm sure they're going to in a moment. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Of course. Of course, you have... It's whatever. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That is actually good advice, people. Aspiring writers. I've had to realize that myself, too. So I can tell you that this is speaking true. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah, that is if pens worked that way anymore. I know some people still like writing with inkwells, but I think that's mostly gone out of fashion. Okay, this is... Okay, that's better. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Yeah, in case you noticed, the image was a little off alignment. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alrighty. Who should I do? Why even give you a choice? There's only one person left. Like, how can we not pick Sayori? Oh my goodness! This is so good, TheLayman! Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sayori, you must be seriously overacting. Okay, that... As a writer, that sentence makes me cringe with how much not natural sounding it is. Even if it's grammatically correct, it does not sound like natural speech. Well, I mean, there's been a few instances of that, but this is just more cute than the others. I'm not a good writer at all, said not the person reading this. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a TheLayman poem. Okay, I just imagine like people actually using my name as a brand. That's kind of nice. Kind of nice pipe dream there. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, the layman. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Nothing in that statement was untrue. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. And Sayori's poem, Dear Sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. This is more cutesy than frickin' Natsuki's poem. That was supposed to be cutesy. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Something tells me she slapped this together right before leaving the frickin' house. Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this? Nailed it!
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. I mean, technically there's still artistic merit in that poem. Like, there's always, like, anything can be art. Even if it's bad art, even if it's considered bad by some people, it's still art. There's still things to dissect about it.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line. And there's the crux of the matter.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. But
next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Dude! This is like the first time you ever tried anything. Of course you're gonna be not as good compared to everyone else. Practice, practice, practice! That's how you get to be a better writer. You gotta take in good writing to know what it looks like. You gotta practice writing to get a gauge on how good you are initially. And then you gotta learn to identify your flaws and what needs improving, and then you gotta keep writing to improve. I hate it. It's a pet peeve of mine when people always like try something for the first time and say they're bad at it, because usually they're not thinking ahead to how well they'll actually be able to improve, how much they'll actually be able to improve at whatever. Honestly, I'm really liking this game so far. It's given me a lot of talking points. But it's also distracting me from actually playing it. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I mean, technically you only wrote 20 words, so... Again, it's got a very poetry beat feel to it. Beatniks, that's the word I was looking for. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks.
Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try hard? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out as nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
Not that there isn't merit to that, but you should also take in negative criticism as well. There is things to be learned from that. Whether it's about the person criticizing or about your own writing. Because not all negative criticism is meant to make you feel bad.
Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and the layman did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And the layman liked my poem too, you know. Great, this is gonna be all the girls argue about me and who I liked best and whatever, and that totally think what another anime trope I hate is the put on the spot one or the other choice. Like, come on, people, stop that. Learn how to do it well or don't do it at all. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I...
You're just...
Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that the layman appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself... I'd be you. Calling it, that's what she says. I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as the layman started showing up. Natsuki!
Really? Natsuki, what bearing does that have on anything? Anything! Why do you go for the cheap shots? And no, just because it's a common cliche doesn't mean it's a good one. You gotta look deeper than just frequency. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! That cliche, on the other hand, is effing hilarious. It's always funny when two characters get into an argument and then yell in unison at the third party to buzz off. Right there, those two things. That's an example of a cliche that's overly done and not good to a cliche that's equally as prevalent but still funny.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Yep, here it comes. Here it frickin' comes.
The layman. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
There is no one definitive writing style that's better than all the others. I'm gonna say that right now.
What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out.
You know, some people actually like digging through things for deeper meaning. It's why they it's why there's freaking theories videos and the like on YouTube all the time. And why people try to read things more and why people in certain fandoms read into things more often than they really should. No, Crow is not Ruby's father. You people get over that. Just enjoy the frickin' show. Yep. And moving past that, because I actually want to play more of this game. And also because it's talking a lot. Need that. Yep.
Help me explain that to her, the layman. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste.
Again, they're both equally wrong and right, so it's all about what should work in this particular moment. And the intent behind said writing.
You understand that, right, the layman? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Also, I'm gonna save really quick, because I feel there's another choice coming soon. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. The third option! So of course that's going to... Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Just good friggin' grief. I need to think about this for a second. Because this is probably going to affect the ending I get too. So yeah, well, actually, no, there's not really as much to think of it. I'm just gonna do what I always do when I have tough decisions and let a roll of the dice decide. What? Here I have, like, normal d6. So 1 to 2 is Natsuki, 3 to 4 is Yuri, 5 to 6 is Help Me Sayori. Alright, I guess I'm just going with Natsuki then. So, hold on to your butts, people. Alright, Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with fewer words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. I agree with that wholeheartedly. There is so much to be said about letting the mind of the reader fill in like blank spots. Like that also helps you. That also helps you, like when you're actually struggling to write. Like only focus on like a few essential details that would immediately evoke what you're trying to convey. Everything else can usually be not worried about, and the reader's own mind will fill in the holes there. Like, you don't know how many people don't get that, or how many amateur writers. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki.
I think that's enough. Ah, Mr. Chance, how are we today? Oh, excuse me. I literally just had to make a choice between either Natsuki or Yuri's poem. And Chance decreed that I go with Natsuki, and I actually agree a lot with what that result entailed. Yeah. Also, Natsuki's being a little snot about this.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like you learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Okay, so yeah, the choices that making the poems are what. Okay, still doesn't mean that I didn't agree with with all the arguments that are being put forth from choosing Natsuki's. Like, again, as an amateur writer, like, this stuff is fascinating to me. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters, barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, the layman. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Given that she's the freaking tsundere character, yeah, not surprising. Sayori and Monika look away. I just imagine them standing right where they are and just turning their heads, just like... just all focused. It's a great mental image.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're a natural beauty, Yuri.
Sayori!
I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, the layman. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around the way... from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still some time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monika. Eh? What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun!
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica was right. Being the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. That's nice, I guess. Now we're getting used to this. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
The Layman, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. Honestly, I kind of agree with that. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone, or to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
The Layman! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. And I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Whew. You know, the Layman, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes it too. That's every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. And as a punctuation.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. I say, completely full of emotion. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, all juiced up now. Let's see what poems I... You know what, actually, give me the dice back. I want to actually try just doing this one completely random. Probably won't do this for every single instance of poem writing, but like well, this is a D10 die, so choices like so the first column is 1 to 5 going down, the second column is 6 to 10. Like whatever number I roll on the die, that's the choice I go with. So we'll see how that works out. Alright. Beginning is 2, Marshmallow. Next one is 10. So that's Excitement. Of course, that would be Sayori's. And 3. Here, okay. We're getting a lot of Natsuki choices here. Okay, 8. That's new. So, oh hey, 1 for Yuri. 10 again. Sayori, makes sense. Oh, 9. Okay. Sayori. Dang it! Dropped the darn thing on the floor. Oh well, I have other dice. And Yeah, this one is like my it's like my good-looking die. It's got it. I like the base material and the paint. They contrast each other really nicely. All right, that one came up 5. So, okay, 1. Just promoting the stream. Oh, thanks, dude. Hope some other people come. I love interacting with the chat. All right, that's a 3. Darn bugs. All right, halfway through. Let's see what else I get. 8 again. That seems to be a popular number. Another 5. 3 again. All right. 10. 10 again. 9. All right. Man, this is really a Sayori heavy poem. Okay, 4. Finally a different thing. Again, Sayori. 5. Jeez, she's gonna freaking adore this one. 6. Alright, first time I've got one of those. A 7. Alright. Oh, hey, I didn't get a Natsuki choice in a while. Oh, and this is the last one, too, so... Another 5. And there we go. Of course, that's Sayori. Just gonna keep those there for the moment. Might need them again. Pick up my other die later. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Ding, that was loud.
Hi, the layman.
Yo, Sayori. Okay. What is with these loud sound effects? I need to change that. Hopefully that'll be slightly better. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood.
But
it's always the simple things with you, isn't it? Oh, did you try to follow me on Twitch? I wonder if I got a notification about... Yep, nope. I got the notification, it went through. You're good, dude. Anyways, speaking of which,
I'm kinda hungry.
Will you
come with me to buy a snack?
No, thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. There's nothing in it. There's just gonna be frickin' moths and lint. Only 2 small coins fall out. So basically... I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money for the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Okay, so long as you figured out why the thing happened, dude. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. This has been established by this point. And so that only leaves the one option.
Aww. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel. Then that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her books, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell the layman to let me borrow some money!
And that's what she takes away from this. That's what she freaking takes away from this. I just don't even.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Jeez, no quarter with her.
I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Crap. I was not expecting that. Okay, then.
Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... Eh? A cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Oh, hi, Natsuki. Nice of you to join the conversation. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution.
Retribution. Wait, what? What did she mess it up? Restitution. Of course. Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! It's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
This girl! Totally missing what you... Good freaking grief. Sayori hugs the cookie and crushes it into bits. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a bite.
So good!
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue!
Excuse me.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine.
Like, seriously though, man, would you give up some chocolate for... Like between chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin, which would you rather give to somebody else and which would you keep for yourself? For me, it depends on whether the oatmeal raisin is the dry cookie or if it's nice and moist. Because you get a moist one, those are divine. Especially with a pinch of cinnamon in them.
Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her face. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Yeah, this girl is not as airheaded as she seems. Clearly.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Freaking grief. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Well, way to sell yourself. Way to sell yourself and your fellow club members under the short like that and throw them under the bus.
That's true. Excuse me?
Like, seriously. Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late.
I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me.
Never mind that.
Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently.
I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, TheLayman. Monica smiles sweetly. What's the... Okay, yeah, it's just something on my streaming thing. Wanted to look at real quick. Anyways, we're all good. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks!
So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori has somehow already finished her entire cookie. Given that she's the frickin' Genki Girl food hog character. So, basically Goku. Yuri is back at her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
TheLayman! TheLayman!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go and find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Are you going with the layman to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with them.
Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Say that when you're playing frickin' White Day. Which, for those that don't know, is, I believe, Korean horror PC game from a while ago. I'm sure you can find Let's Plays of it. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay! Ready, TheLayman?
Yep, let's go. Yeah, now I got something in my eye. Yeah. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking kids to the mall or something. Pardon me! I have fury. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Which is a good mindset to have, I guess. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so? But that didn't really answer the question.
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
I believe the term is poetry slam. Thank you very much. But then again, you just wouldn't get it. Yeah, performance? Of what kind? Or at the very least, it's a poetry reading. Performance, it's not like you're acting out your poem while you're reading it.
Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah, that sounds kinda dull.
TheLayman, you're not thinking about it the right way at all.
Pardon.
It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them.
Again, that would be more of a poetry slam. Ah, okay. Should be good for another while with that.
Like, you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, feeling it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. There is but a barren wasteland. Like that!
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but is it possible for me to but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie. I was working super hard on this, you know.
I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say things like that. It's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, TheLayman, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, eh? Now I'm just thinking of Metal Gear Solid. Not because I was playing MGS5 before this or anything. Totally not. I might stream that at some point, just as like a casual thing. It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. Because you were frickin' anime otaku neat. So, going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight for to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons on the shelf.
They're the best brand, too!
They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names.
Alright, that's one down.
Don't get too distracted. We still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah, I dropped one by accident.
Smack.
Ah!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let's see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Oh hey, another CG. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. And that's gonna swell up. Yeah, I should find you some ice.
TheLayman.
Where would I even find ice around this time? The cafeteria? A vending machine? I don't know. I guess a cold drink would do. Also, yeah, no, good. That notification didn't pop up on OBS.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking for a unicorn.
Or looking like a unicorn. I don't think that's quite how concussions work. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Does it really matter, since it will still be used as an ice pack rather than to drink? But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Still right where we left her. Nice. Okay. Oops. Here we go. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I filled them. Or spilled them. Blah, 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 blah. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking. Didn't we just go over this? Didn't we just freaking go over this? Seriously. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Ah! Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Also, that's a pretty big bottle of freaking apple juice to freaking buy from a vending machine. Fairly certain they're smaller than that. And again, this is Japan. They might have vending machines with bigger bottles in them. I don't know. Never been.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you've cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, TheLayman. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
Eh? What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fall behind, or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay attention enough to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Layman, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that! I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Guess when it comes to it, or I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. But before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Layman, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? Forever? Forever? That's all I can think about when someone just says forever as the sentence. Is that scene from frickin' Code Meant. If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. Also, just kiss her already, you fool.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Well, that's what frickin' happens. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I followed Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. Figures. In a moment, we make it back to the club room.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to start our sharing with our poems. Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine, don't worry about.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all of the stuff!
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Found the poster paper, too.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, TheLayman.
Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. Nor should you.
I made it an adventure!
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems?
I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, and just gonna save here really quick, and then I need to go get something to drink, because my throat. I'll be back in 2 minutes, people. Alright, water bottle is full again. Actually, I'm gonna take another sip because. Oh, that's soothing. Alright, let's get back to this thing. Who to show my poem to first? Since apparently it doesn't really matter. Time for the dice again. Okay, this one I'm going to be using is kind of weird looking, but it's a D4. It only goes from 1 to 4, so top to bottom 1 to 4. Which one first? Alright, Monica. Monica it is. I rolled a 4 for the record. We'll start with her. Hi again, the layman. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Yeah. And hi Gaiadite. Not much is up really. Just been playing through this. Trying to get some more progress out of it, I guess. I want to get to the part where everybody's saying that everybody else needs to play this or whatever.
I'll take that.
Or I'll take that as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Well, not with that attitude.
You never know.
Yeah. Want to share what you wrote for today? Or want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. And I give my poem to Monica.
All right. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you?
Then again, I don't
blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that, even though it totally is by his own admission. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Alright. Oh wow, this is another long one. Alright, this one's called Save Me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing on a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing on a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Okay, that's a bit weird. Even for freeform poetry. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with the space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem.
Again, these are actually legitimate writing tips.
It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Freaking... That's just straight up freaking meta! And I already did that, thank you very much. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay then. Alright, well, so top to bottom 1 to 3. Sayori next. I was gonna make a rhyme about rolling the die, but I guess not. Need that though.
The Layman, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything. Yeah, man, we got another viewer here. Please, guys. Like, I enjoy reading this, but please interact with me as well. That's the other half of the reason why I do this. I guess one of the things I like most about live streaming is just interacting with the audience and talking about stuff.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
Eh? No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Oh, right, actually, wait, dude, you're not already a first member? A Rooster Teeth first member? Like, dude, get on that. You get so much great content that way that I guess the normal fans or members don't have. Like, that's the reason why I became a first member. Because the heck I was missing out on Ruby before a majority of the rest of the internet. Anyways, yeah, a lot easier to think of poems more like you. Romantic, blah, blah, blah. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. See the quest for crayons previously.
Like cooking!
Let's not talk about that. Oh no, please, let's do! I'd love to talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey! I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Totally adding in the John Cena when I put this up on when this goes up on YouTube.
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, the Layman, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the time you've written something for me.
Ring. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Oh yeah, Ruby Volume 5 opening song is really good. Like, it actually gives me hope about what's gonna happen in the rest of this season of it. But that can be that's a discussion for another time. I don't want to focus too much on my unhealthy obsession with that show when I actually play this darn game.
Really?
Snap.
Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down and picks up the pencil she broke. Or piece, whatever. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches her desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem, which is a good point. I've been meaning. I want to know what that's like.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. This is another one where I have to freaking scroll. Good grief. Alright, bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Excuse me. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps, and I don't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all alone, I open up, and in come my... Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay then. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better.
For this game, that is.
Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best!
Well, writing is pretty fun, I can attest to that. Never actually tried my hand at poetry, but, I mean, prose is still fun.
I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting more obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, who next? Odds are Natsuki, evens are Yuri. Natsuki it is. Alright, I rolled odds.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one.
Oh, I need that. I'm probably gonna call this quits after I get each girl's opinion. Yeah, just to give my poor voice a break.
But I can't really say it's any better either.
Whew.
Huh? You what?
Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience.
Good freaking sooner grief, though. Take a shot every time your poem is said to suck by two. So basically every time I give freaking Natsuki's opinion. Also people in chat and watching this ignored. Well, no, people in chat ignore the stream thing. The time I stream, I need to fix that.
Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Yeah, me too, it's called the writing.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Eh? You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
It's like she's
dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Right, again, these have all been frickin' needing to scroll through them, but I mean, I liked Natsuki's last poem, so we'll see what happens with this one. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. And that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. See where this is going immediately. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. Now I'm gonna tell everyone. That's a bit mean-spirited.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short.
I actually liked yesterday's a lot. Again, people just deliberately not adhering to the rhyming scheme is like stuff. I don't know how to describe it.
I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
I doubt I have to explain it.
I think that was Natsuki saying that last thing. Whatever. Ooh, excuse me again.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps if people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you. Or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy?
There is some merit to that, I'll agree, but again, that's a dense statement that I don't want to dissect here.
I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Oh, this is about the fact that you like manga, isn't it? Took me a second, but once I translated the tsundere, it's about frickin' that. That was not so subtly established when we first came and met these people. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can, too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel.
Also true.
Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it.
It was implied that... whatever, I don't care. And again, the choice that isn't really a choice, which I don't even know why they bothered. It should just skip right to the last person who you hadn't chosen yet, whatever. I don't care. That's just the inner game designer complaining about that.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, TheLayman. Your skills are really improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. It's one way to enable your reader to see into your mind.
That, again, I love writing stream of consciousness. It can be a really fun exercise, and it's also really good for conveying the randomness and fluidity of dreams. For all those aspiring writers out there.
It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Alright. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. She was right. Her script is a little bit hard to decipher. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, my something... Okay, I can't actually make out that last word. So, whatever. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Alright. That was a bit more focused than the last poem from her was. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using poems to convey as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if you take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in some more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Huh? She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry. I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Alright, and my throat is actually getting a bit sore now from all the talking, so I am gonna call this stream for today. I might come back with this tomorrow, or I might be streaming something for Let's Finding Love, the other YouTube channel I'm with, so be on the lookout for that. I'll post a link on my Twitter if and when we're about to do that, regardless of what I plan. Hey, thanks for Chance and I guess Preston for bothering to tune into this little thing. Again, this still seems fairly typical as a Viz novel, so at least as far as I'm aware. So next time we'll probably see where this goes from here. In the meantime, have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you later.